दिस इज रितेश लता। हम आप लोगों के लिए काफी इंफॉर्मेटिव एंड एक्साइटिंग कंटेंट लेके आ रहे हैं। We have invited a lot of wedding experts and we'll make sure that we'll keep these videos short. Chale, let's go. Hello and welcome everyone. Today we are sitting at Royal Orchid Beach Resort and Spa at Orchid Beach, Goa. And we are with Mr.Shivam Verma. He is Director of Operations of Royal Orchid and the General Manager of this property. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
So, Mr. Verma has been in this industry for almost 3 decades. 31 years of experience in this industry, which is too big. And he has worked across India, many properties, many different groups, and now with this property for almost 8 years, which shows this property, the upkeep of this property, the beautification of this property, the image of this property, hospitality of this property. I can surely say this is a man behind. So, sir, my first question to you, can you explain this property in your words?
First of all, namaste to everyone, and thank you for giving me an opportunity to come before you and showcase our property. And we are very happy, and our team is very happy to meet you all. Would like to tell you about the Royal Orchid Beach Resort and Spa. Little background of the Royal Orchid Hotels Limited. It's a public listed company, and pan India we have 106 hotels, which is headed by Mr. Chandra Balji. He is our chairman and managing director, based out of Bangalore. So this property started in 2006. And we started having the good catering the chartered guests. We were very famous. And then we moved to the domestic guests. And recently, for last 8 years, we have been doing the good destination wedding. This place is very much close to the international airport, which is Dabolim. So that has been the biggest advantage. Any guest or any tourist does not have to pay a huge amount to come to our hotel. Second has been that we are right on the beach, and Orchid Beach, it's a very pristine beach. It's one of the very cleanest beach in entire Goa, you can say. It's not at all crowded like other beaches are in Goa. So you have got enough time. At the same time, you are surrounded by the good night out. Like we have a GM next to our property. We have got a Martin's Corner next to our property. And from here, Margaon bus stand is almost around 12 kilometers. Railway station is 12 kilometers. So we are surrounded by each and every facility you require. Any tourist required to come over here.
Okay, great, sir. So this, as you said, this property has 73 rooms.
Right.
So it's a small, cozy property. So when we talk about weddings, we were just discussing before our podcast started. So how do you think that, with the room of just 73 rooms inventory, this property, becomes a good choice for a wedding?
See, well, certainly by 73 rooms, why I say that it's a good choice for the wedding? See, whenever you plan any wedding, you are going to our destination wedding, you plan that you are going to go away from your city. So you have to plan your travel. You have to plan your affair. So if you see the entire survey, says that maximum wedding happens in any destination. That capacity is because they do it with the very close family friends. They don't invite the entire city for the destination wedding. So that maximum it caters for 150 to 200. And our property being a 73 rooms, it suits them to better way having the 150 guests or 180 guests, because we have a 24 suite rooms which easily can cater for on triple occupancy or quadruple occupancy very comfortably. So easily we can cater 150 to 180 guests at any time. And second thing, it becomes a cozy property and very good for the destination wedding choice. That because when you have a 73 rooms and almost you have taken the entire 70 or 73 rooms, then it becomes your private home. It's not we have like a hotel. All the areas, all the public area, all the facilities, almost you can use it the way you want. And same goes if you suppose, I'll tell you that if you go to any hotels where you have got a 200 plus inventory, and then you have taken a 70 or 75 rooms, then you become one of their guests. They'll tell you that okay, you can use this corner because your wedding is given only for this venue. You can't come this way. You can't use the lobby because there are other guests are interfering, and then you will get confused or chaos many times. Whenever other guests are going to, you will not be able to recognize that this is my guest or this is other guest. So that confusion always creates whenever you go to the bigger property. So this becomes that is the reason if you say in South Goa, we do the highest number of wedding. So, being a small property, having all the facilities, either we talk about the gym, we talk about the spa, talk about the swimming pool, talk about the right on the beach, sandline area, lawns, which we have got almost around 3 acres lawns. So, this we can cater easily 1,500 people in the lawns. So, this becomes almost like a private venue for everything. So, that is the reason I'll tell you that being a 73 rooms, it's the biggest advantage for destination wedding.
So you mean to say if anybody wants to do an intimate wedding, or intimate social affairs, this is the property for them?
This is the property for them. I fully agree with you because it suits to all your requirement. And at the same time, it keeps you entire guest intact. You are not thrown that 10 guests are in this block and 20 guests are the other side of block where they can't even see and they can't even meet during the event. So here, all the blocks are surrounded by them. So it looks like a family. One family is staying in this room, other parents are staying in that room, other family is staying in that room. So whole day you can have because nowadays destination wedding is such that people even out of India, that is the time they come to meet each other and they see each other. Because many of your family members you have not seen since your birth.
It's a small festival in it.
Yeah, it's all festival. So it's a best property to be around, to get together and to do the function together.
So when you say that, as you said in one of your lines, that this becomes your own home.
Yes.
So what do you mean by that becomes your home? You don't restrict them to any of these venues or how it is?
Yeah. See, I'll tell you another things. Why do you go for the destination wedding? The reason is that you want to venture some different place. You want to get rid of all the traditional way of doing the wedding at your home by doing the hiring the one small hall and inviting the entire city. Either they like it or they don't like it. So once you go to the destination wedding, you hire a place that where you have got a good family, close family, friends, good time. So that is only. At the same time, when you come for the wedding, you don't want to miss your home culture. You don't want to miss your home essence. So that has to be given once you come to the resort. So why do I say that you feel like own home? Because there is no other guest in the hotel. So because if somebody, suppose if you have a bigger hotel, as I said earlier, if you take a 70 rooms and there are 150 rooms occupied by others, 300 other guests are there, then you are not going to feel like a home. But the moment you take an entire property and everyone sees that your family is there, your friends are there, your relatives are there, then you feel like, okay, it's my home. Because in that room my uncle is staying, that room my nephew is staying, that room my daughter is staying. So wherever you see, it's your family member. So that is the thing you feel like it's your own home.
So it becomes a home away home.
Home away home.
Okay. So when we talk about weddings, sir, so one most important, like few are very important things in weddings. So one being the food, one being flexibility, one being decor. So I just want to cover all these points one by one. So what about food? Because इंडियन वेडिंग तो सर फूड के लिए जाना जाता है, तो 5 स्टार होटल के लिए परसेप्शन होता है लोगों का कि अरे यार वहाँ पे रूम अच्छा मिल जाएगा, हॉस्पिटैलिटी अच्छी मिल जाएगी, खाना का पता नहीं कैसा मिलेगा. तो इसके बारे में आप क्या बोलते हैं? What is that your strength about the food for the wedding?
See, again I'll come back to the same point, which I said just now earlier, that you have to give a feeling of the home. You cannot cater a wedding like other guests or of the hotel you are catering, because they are not your commercial guests, they are not your conference guests, they are not your leisure guests. You have to cater them that they are your wedding guests. So once you understand that they are your wedding guests, then you'll have to make the environment accordingly. First of all, you'll have to make the environment like a home. Second comes the food. So what happens? We have a menus. where guests can select various all types of menu we have. We hand over to the guest. You can select of your own choice of all the menus. Either you speak to your family members, you speak to your whoever is close, Fufa, Nana, those people are expert, especially elderly people. This type of food only in my marriage should be there. So here, people, when you come, and at the same time, I have got a very, very experienced chef. Because I have got a chef who is with us for last 12 years. What is that? 12 to 14 years. And he's from the North India, from Uttarakhand. And he's not only chef, he's our area executive chef. So he handles not only Goa hotel, he handles even all Goa and Karnataka hotels. And he is well experienced, especially in Goan food, especially in continental Indian, because he has been to North India, he has worked in North India, he has worked in the Maharashtra, he has worked in the South India, he has worked in the Central India. So, and then at the same time, we have a team. So who caters suppose if any Marwadi wedding there, then we have got a Halwai and Gujaratis, Marwadis, who can cook a totally same cuisine. Then we have got for any Punjabi or North Indian wedding, we have got a Chandigarh and everything. And besides that, whatever team I have got another thing because we are a chain of 106 hotels. We have a pan-India presence. So our chef, they keep getting experience by going there. Suppose like recently we have next month we have a Goan food festival happening in Surat. Yeah. So our chef is going to go there for 15 days.
Okay.
And he'll teach their team how to make the Goan food, what are the masalas are used, what are the ingredients are used, what temperature it can be cooked, how flavor should be there, what are the presentation has to be there. So then being a Surat, Gujarat, those cooks are going to get experience of a Goan food. Same happens with us. Their chef, they come to us, from Gujarat, from Rajasthan, from Delhi, from Chandigarh, from Punjab, and we keep on from Bangalore. We keep on exchanging our chef.
Okay.
And this helps to train our chef. One is that, and second, whenever a totally exclusive food is required. Suppose recently we had done one wedding where bride side was from Kerala, groom side was from the Rajasthan. So one day food was totally Kerala. Totally clear, not a single dish should be, and even presentation should be on the kela ke patta. So, and the other day we had a totally Rajasthani food. So, we had a team from Kerala came and they cooked the food accordingly. Okay. So, that is our biggest advantage because of pan-India presence. So, we can exchange our team, exchange our experience, exchange our food cuisine. Oh. So, that helps to cater as per their demand and as per their choice.
Wow, that's the
biggest advantage there.
That's the biggest advantage because you have presence all across.
Yes.
Okay, so then the second thing comes in the food only. One is obviously the taste which you talked about. One is the variety. Okay, so normally what happens in weddings, people want to have a lot of variety, different kind of dishes, different kind of cuisine. So, do you stick to some basics? Okay, we want to give you only this much, or the choice is clients like they want to have variety of different cuisines they can keep it. How do you do that?
See, again, wedding, I told earlier, wedding, you cannot treat like other guests. Wedding has to be treated as a wedding guest. The moment your chef, your F&B team, they come to know that they are the wedding guest, so we'll have to keep in mind while offering the menu also. So you have to be flexible. Yes, there is a well set of the menu because as per the packages, you set the menu. But at the same time, we give a choice to the guest that you can change the items as per your choice. It's not that you have to go as per the chef's choice. So they can change. Suppose they want 5 paneer dishes. They want a 2 on-site live counter. Certainly can be done. So nothing is changed. Yes, 1 or 2 items can be added and everything. But if something you want, suppose you want instead of 2 non-veg, you want 8 non-veg. Certainly some little bit cost part gets involved. But we can have the lavish buffet. We can have the as much as a spread you want. So that can be done. That is totally left on the guest and chef. But yes, we do offer them all the choices.
So all the cuisines are covered, like the regional delicacies as well as the international.
Yes, we do. Because again, I repeat that we do have the experienced chef. So, and we exchange each other. So we have got a variety of cuisine available inside the hotel, and at the same time, if it is required for that particular wedding, we can take the support from the other our chain also.
And second thing comes when we talk about wedding is the decor, because after food, decor is one thing which is very
Right.
very important for for today's bride in especially. And that is one point where many hotels are restricted with the panels or the monopoly. So how it works with you?
See, decor again, certainly we have a few decorators on the panel, like 6, 7 decorators are on the panel. So whenever any guest they come, or bridegroom or their family member they come and they ask, we suggest them these are panelists, but we are not having anything with them. They are totally independent to take the decision. Either they can go through those panel decorators, or if they know somebody good who can, because here I would like to mention, it's a wedding, it's a one-time experience. I do not want to spoil anyone's wedding just because of my rigidity, or I want to make money out of it. So there should not be rigidity. He or she should have freedom to choose and decor as per his or her choice. So if you are comfortable with this person wedding planner, I allow them, please bring that wedding planner, and we do not charge anything for that.
So whether it is your panel member or from outside,
Yes.
you are okay with anybody.
Yes, because I want them to be comfortable. I want them to get a best of the experience. So that is my say to them. That they should not be fixed. You have to take this only. Either they do good job or a bad job. Suppose if I'm comfortable with you, then certainly I'll take the decor from you.
Now, next important thing which comes for the wedding, any couple or a family planning to do a wedding, they would like to have a lot of flexibility. So, how flexible your hotel is, or how you can say wedding friendly your hotel is?
See, wedding friendly, as mentioned in all since we have started this interview, that wedding flexible we are, because we allow you to choose your own decor. Normally, many hotels they said no, you have to take from this. Then we allow you. We are flexible. You can bring your own band. You can bring your own musicians. It's not that only this orchestra you have to take it from Goa, or these are the panels from the musicians. Only you have to take it from them, or DJ, anything. You can bring your own, and certainly we can allow them to play over here. One is the third. It comes. Suppose if you have got any typical choice, which no one can do. Suppose you some business or some homemade food which you want to be put it on the buffet. I am comfortable with that also. He find no problem. Like another thing, I'll tell you that recently we did one wedding. He said nothing else, yes, everything you do, but chai wala mera hona chahiye. So because they said ki I am very very particular about tea, and they're from Calcutta. So we have got a different tea makers in Calcutta, and they make with the whole day boiling of the leaves and milk, and that type of tea they want, and they want to serve in the cooler and everything. So certainly cooler can be given from us also, but they want to. Then we made one counter, and we gave her one place, and whole day since the morning to evening he was making the tea. So we are very much flexible. Again, I repeat that I want their one-time experience to be the lifetime experience, and they should really cherish those moments that I had done the wedding to that place, and we had one of the best wedding in entire family.
Wow, that's really good, because these small little things makes your experience wow. Because if I'm very much particular about a particular chai,
Yes.
and if you allowed me to get my type of chai or my type of food, it makes me happy, and it makes the entire family,
Yes.
entire guest happy, because everybody is fond of that particular thing.
See, after all, our aim, or even event planners' aim, is to make sure that guests have a wow experience from here. Guest goes back, he or she should talk about me, he or she should talk about event planner, he or she should talk about, and all the invitees, what groom and bride expects, that all the invitees, whoever come from it, they should talk through their life that I had gone to such a weddings and we had a very good time. So every groom and bride has got this dream and this expectation, my wedding should be the best. So entire family member, entire friends fraternity should talk about only my wedding, and that experience we want to give by not nagging on small things.
Correct. Absolutely. Sir, now one important thing which I want to ask you is, let's say for example somebody is planning their wedding in Goa, okay, whether your property or some other property, what kind of advice do you want to give it to them if they are planning wedding in Goa?
Yes. See, either you do Goa or you do anywhere. Certainly, I advise them. Many people they think that I can do it by own. Why event planner and everything? I can directly contact the guest. I can directly contact the hotels. I can directly do it. But I suggest when you have chosen to do the destination wedding, and you are ready to spend for the fare, you are ready to spend for the hotel, you are ready to spend for the food, then little money you spend for the event organizer, because they are professionals, they know their jobs. It's like that when you make a house, you hire an architect. So, because many times earlier, if you remember old time, we never used to hire an architect. Your father and your mother used to be architect, and they used to be a planner. So that is there used to be kitchen somewhere else and bedroom somewhere else. It never used to be together. So now architect, small land also, he'll design in such a way that room looks spacious, your living room looks spacious, your bathroom looks give you the grand look. So that is the architect's work. Same way, wedding planners are the architect of the weddings. So they can plan as per your budget. They can plan the wedding in a better way, and it will look more this thing. And because wedding planner knows the small thing, so they'll be able to coordinate with the hotel in such a way that nothing gets missed during your rituals. Because they have been doing this wedding, so not a single, either it's a achat, sindoor, or kumkum, or panditji, or anything does not get missed, because he or she wedding planner knows each and everything. Why the wedding planner? Second thing, whenever you are doing the wedding in Goa, make sure, or Goa or anywhere, make sure that you make a list very clearly in advance. Do not have last minute cancellations or last minute more guests, because that will create the more chaos in your entire system. Third thing I'll tell you, especially for Goa, whenever you're doing, either because Goa's taxi is a little expensive, so choose the hotel which is close to the airport. This will help you, or you plan your flight details in such a way. Suppose if you are doing wedding in South Goa, then you should have maximum flight coming in Dabolim. Otherwise, simply you land up from Mupa, because people think the airport is airport and Goa is Goa. So if you land up in Mopa, then you land up per trip more 5,000 rupees, which is going to be a heavy amount at the end of the day for pick up and drop board. So these things I'll suggest that whenever you do, you must take in your mind.
Great, sir. With your 31-year experience, I want to ask you this particular question, because you have been, in many of the groups, many hotels. I think we were discussing. You also said that you were in pre-opening, like you used to open the hotels and then hand it over to GM operations. Now, so I want to ask this important question from you: that how a one person who's getting married, like couple or a family, can select a best or a right destination or a right hotel for their wedding?
See, I'll tell you, whenever you plan for a destination wedding, certainly you have something in your mind what type of, whenever you're planning, before choosing the hotel, before choosing the destination, you see that your invitees, your family, friends, that what type of invitees are there, what is their likings. So this will help you to choose the destinations. Suppose if you're choosing the destination in Goa, so why do I suggest when you choose the destination in Goa, first thing you choose the destination in Goa. Now it's North Goa or South Goa. So why do I say that South Goa? Because South Goa hotels are spacious. They have a good enough parking place. They have a good enough lawns. They have a good enough, more or less, beaches very pristine, very clean, very clean. Just right opposite to North Goa. North Goa it's totally packed. You maximum hotel does not have more than 5 to 10 car parks. So those issues there. Maximum hotel does not have the big lawns. So whenever you are planning the wedding, you must make sure you plan that you have enough parking. First of all, you have to plan that what type of guest you have got. Are they going to travel? How they are going to travel? So accordingly, you have to choose a destination. Secondly, that hotel which you are choosing has got all the facilities what you require. Suppose you require mehendi, you require sangeet, you require fera, you require barat and everything. So those things, how suppose here you choose Royal Orchid Beach Resort and spa you are choosing. Then here also you make sure like we do the barat, we have specially made 2 gates in the lawn. One gates open up in the green land, one gates open up in the sand dune area. So guests can from main door, lobby they can have the safa. After safa, main door that all the band and everything there, or either your vehicle or goda is there. So there you sit and then you get a same feeling what you do at your hometown. We have a nice road. So on the road, you can all the band can keep on playing. You can keep on dancing. It's almost around 400 meters distance. So those 400 meters, you can keep on dancing and playing the way you do at your hometown. And then if your mandap is in lawn, then there's a gate. They are normally bride side. They welcome the barat. So we have a nicely gate made. So there you can welcome the barat and they can come to the mandap. Then second is the stand area. They also have gate. So bride can welcome the guest and they can go. So these are the things as per your all the events. You have to make sure that those things are there in the hotel or not. Otherwise, sometimes, as an example, I'll tell you, we talk about the Taj. You have chosen Taj. You go to Vivanta. Taj, I don't know, you must have been there. Vivanta Taj Pandim. Suppose you choose the hotel Vivanta Taj Pandim. What are you going to do in that? Pandim Hotel.
So what we are saying from last few years, a lot of NRIs would like to come to India and get married, especially people who have shifted abroad long back. So they want their kids to get married in India. So what kind of destination do you want to suggest them?
Well, certainly since I'm heading to Goa and I have a beautiful resort in Goa, so I'll suggest them first to Goa only. That Goa is the best place. Reason is not only that because I'm working here and I have a property over here, but Goa is the one of the most favorite destination in the world, and it has been proved many times that that is the reason Goa used to be once upon a time used to be the chartered destinations. So and especially for the European and Russians. So if the moment you put your invitation that you are going to have a destination wedding in Goa, certainly your relatives, your friends are going to be very, very enthusiastic to come to Goa. So that is the reason I'll tell you that if you have to choose the Goa. And certainly in Goa, while choosing the destinations, you have to keep in mind because since you are inviting the NRIs, you'll have to keep in mind that it should be such a hotel because they are very, very, because in their own country, now they have been used to for that other country. So they are very particular about the cleanliness. They are very much particular about the hygiene. They are very much particular about the food habits. So, and they are very, very careful about their children also. Either their safety, security, or their other thing concerned. So whenever you are choosing the hotels, or either in Goa or wherever, make sure while choosing the hotels, you have to keep in mind that that place has got safety, security, hygiene, sanitations, and food as per their habit. Because yes, one day they can try, but children will not be able to digest the heavy masala food. Suppose if somebody has come from the Europe or America or other part of country, and you give them the choice like risado masala or peri peri in Goa, certainly they are going to get boiled. So those things you'll have to make sure while choosing the menu, you must tell the chef my 50% guest or 30% guests are going to be NRI and they have hardly been in India. So if some one or two items have to be in such they have to taste the Indian food. At the same time, they should be able to, suppose if they don't like or they are not able to digest, they can have their own taste of the food. So at least they'll be able to satisfy. So these are things you have to keep in mind whenever you are inviting the NRI guests.
सर आप थोड़े बायस हो गए हैं, आप गोवा के बारे में बात करते हैं तो मैं पूछ रहा था कि मेरे को और भी कोई डेस्टिनेशन बताइए ना.
Well, certainly, गोवा के बारे में मैं biased. I am not biased, but yes.
नहीं आप बायस है.
Yes, when I came 30 years back, Goa is the place that you fall in love immediately.
Yes.
So I have fall in love, and first love is always remembered, and that was my first love. And so that is why I talk about Goa. But if you take my view, suppose if you don't want to do it in Goa or you want to change the place, my second always advice will be that you should go to Rajasthan. Because Rajasthan is a place where it's a history is there, where you can see the many things which you must have not seen in your own country or anything, and your own state also. See, Rajasthan has got many forts, many big hotels, and then they are very, very famous for the hospitality. So I'll suggest you that if at all you don't want to be in Goa, first preference always I'll put you to Goa. But second preference you can have the Rajasthan, and there have been many celebrity weddings, many big weddings, many fat weddings has happened, and it has been very, very successful.
Okay. So I'll ask you one question where you could just say, just one word. Okay. South Goa, North Goa.
South Goa.
Again, you are becoming a little biased because your hotel is in South Goa.
No, we have 3 hotels in North Goa as well. So Goa we have 5 hotels and 2 in South Goa and 3 in North Goa.
Okay. Now, sir, my last question to you: if somebody is planning a wedding in your property, and so so out of the entire world they have chosen Goa, South Goa, then your hotel. Now you must be happy. So if they are planning a wedding in your hotel, what kind of advice, what kind of tips you want to give?
Yes, certainly whenever you choose my hotel, I expect them that first thing you meet immediately to our sales manager, give your all the requisition and very, very clear instructions. See, wedding is a such thing that it does not happen overnight. It's not that you are coming with your family that okay now next 2 days is holiday, so let's go for the vacation. Wedding you plan almost around 6 months or 1 year in advance. So make sure you have clear cut your requirement and you hand over those requirements very, very in details. Otherwise, you might miss 1 or 2 points, and hotel, either my hotel or any hotels, they might not, and that has to be written. Again, I'll tell you. Because if you do the verbal instructions, then you might not remember, and that sales manager might not remember, and you will be under the impression that I have already told you, and she or he will be under the impression that no one has told me. So you might lose that good points, and at the day of the wedding, those things can create the chaos. So one is that you have to have a very, very written instruction for each and everything. Second, whenever you come, you have to have the meeting with my sales manager, my food and beverage manager, my room division manager, my chef. Because these 4 people are involved in constructing and finalizing the entire weddings. Because the room division manager will help you, your preference of the room, you can give them your timing of arrivals. So because during the wedding, all the guests, they don't come at one time. So somebody might come in the 10 o'clock, somebody might come at 2 o'clock, somebody might 3 o'clock. So you'll have to give them accordingly. So my room division manager can allot the rooms accordingly. Suppose if you give them the knowing these 10 people are going to come in the morning. So he knows these 10 people can be given room at the 10 o'clock itself. Otherwise, as per the hotel norms, he will be keeping all the rooms at 2 o'clock. So then 10 o'clock guests will come and he'll get disappointed. Same thing, food. You have to give a clear instruction to what type of guest you have got, which state are they from maximum, and whatever choices are there. So chef can prepare the menu and show it to you well in advance, and that has to be, even I'll advise you, once at least you come sit with the chef and taste the food. So suppose if you have got a doubt about, okay, these 5 items I've never heard, so please give me these 5 items only. So you can taste the food. You will know, yeah, this is the way I want. How much salt should be there, how much gravy should be there, how much spicy should be there. So those things you can taste it. Third thing I'll tell you, that you must have a meeting with our sales manager, because she is going to, or he is going to prepare the entire contract. Make sure that you must sign the contract, and entire payment terms and conditions should be mentioned in the contract. So tomorrow there should not be any confusion from your end and from his end about the payment, because payment is the biggest part in any wedding. So at the time of settlement of the bill, there should not be confusion, everything should be clear. So these, and fourth is the F&E manager. F&E manager plays a bigger role, because all the weddings, all the venues he is handling. Either setup of coordination with the event organizer, or setting of the venues. So each and every events has to be told to him, and you have to show that these are the area, these are the venue I have planned for this, and you'll have to give the requirement accordingly, so he can plan, he can do. So if you have a meeting with all these four guys, certainly your wedding is going to go in a good way.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot
Thank you very much.
for being with us.
Thank you.
And I'm really, really, very excited to see this online.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much for watching this episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. अगर आपको लगता है कि ये content किसी के लिए important है, please share with them. And in case if you want us to cover a specific topic or content, please comment below. Thank you.